All right, welcome YouTube to my channel. It's your boy D Brown here today with another video. Today I got my boy Ali with me. Say what's up, Ali.
Ali, what's going on? What's going on?
Well, yeah. So we just here today to have a conversation. This segment or this kind of show or whatever, it'd be called "Let's Chop It Up," where I just have in-depth, real conversations with some of my friends. Could be two of us, could be three of us. It don't matter, but we're just talking about real-time stuff, regular conversations, relationships, sports, whatever. We just chopping it up. That's why it's called, you know what I mean? Let's chop it up. And today, our topic today is the 9 to 5 system, but specifically in the Bahamas. Like it doesn't have to be, all how it is in the Bahamas, but we mainly Bahamians. Like I live in Canada, but the majority of my life was in the Bahamas. So we tackling the 9 to 5 system, our views on it, and how we would like to escape the 9 to 5 system. But with that being said, Ali, what is your views on the 9 to 5 system, especially being in the Bahamas?
I mean, in the Bahamas, I feel like that's the general consensus of the 9 to 5 system everywhere else in the world. Like most people hate their job. Like, you know what I mean? Like most people don't want to go to work. But I'll start by saying this. I don't think people should invoke a victim mentality like, oh, this system designed to keep us down and, like it's so hard for people like us, like we know what's going on in the world. We know people doing some shit behind closed doors, but like, I feel like to escape the 9 to 5 system as an individual, especially here in the Bahamas, you gotta really wake up and realize that it starts with you, because you complaining and you doing this and you saying that it ain't gonna make no difference. You know what I mean? I don't like my job. I don't like going to work sometimes, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
All right, so let me play devil's advocate. Globally, right? Let's say here in Canada or they're down there in the US, right? A person, you always hear stories with someone like, dog, I was working this 9 to 5 and then I moved to this state.
Right.
And I blew up, right? So playing devil's advocate, we in the Bahamas, right? I'm not in the Bahamas, you is currently, but we don't have as much opportunity in the Bahamas as
Agreed.
US and Canada. So it's like we really like, man, people down there, like we really stuck down there, you know what I mean? Like we don't really have much options. Like if you want to live in the Bahamas, you really have to have a lucrative idea business-wise in order to be successful, because 9 to 5, that's almost like that's it for you down there. Like it's really, 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 really difficult to really live your dreams out. You know what I mean? Down there. I don't wanna make it seem like
I know you want to sound like,
like I put my country down, you know what I mean?
Right.
I love that place. I love that place more than anywhere. But if I could be honest, it's really difficult to get out the 9 to 5 system because it's hard to start anything. You know what I mean? Especially like digitally, like we doing this like kind of podcast thing. Like this is almost like impossible to do. But so playing devil's advocate, how would you counter someone that say, dog, we don't have no options down here, so we gotta just accept the 9 to 5 life. So do you just accept it, or do you fight, get rich or die trying? You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good analysis. But I could be real with you, like, and I know plenty of people in one here, like, and you gotta show tough love to some of my people. Like, you gotta play you gotta play with the cards you've been dealt. Like, I can be so real, like, even I myself ain't find a way specifically to say escape it, but I like you say, like you gotta die trying. Like you can't just lay down and die. Like you gotta look at our system. Like we live in a free market economy, which means that businesses come here, set up shop, they run their companies, they run their enterprises, they do what they gotta do, they make money from them. And in exchange, we get pacified with little little low paying jobs. That's what we get pacified with while they come here and make their millions. But that's a consumerist mindset. You gotta look at who making them the money. We making them the money, you know.
Keeping it rich.
Like that's what we gotta realize. Like, and to your point about the Bahamas being so marginalized because it's a small country and we don't have as much opportunities as other nations, which I do agree with. Because I have a few friends who went abroad and they not only opened up their finances because they were able to find better work abroad, but it opened up their thinking too. Like we as Bahamians, like we so like, and I have to use this word again, we so marginalized in our thinking because we see and do the same things every day. We exposed to the same things every day. So like we ain't really got no one to teach us how to be an entrepreneur, how to do this, how to do that. And a lot of people don't really want to share their knowledge of what they do and how they attain their riches. And I feel like over here is a clique. And once you're in that clique, you get left in the ditch. And that's basically how it is.
Top 10%, right? If you're in that 10% of rich people, you might not never make it out. So it's like,
Nope.
It's like upon coming here to Canada, like it wasn't like I always thought I want to do better than a 9 to 5 because they grew up with two parents in a house where they had to work hard. Moms had to work more, but then she also had to take care of family. Pops had to work all the time, paying the mortgage. So it's like I never wanted that for myself, but I was going to just accept the life. But I know always deep down that I never wanted to be a 9 to 5 person. So like
you want more for yourself.
I want more for myself. I want to be able to take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, and in my opinion, it takes doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? Right now, we just shooting this thing on Zoom. We at the very bottom right now, but who cares? You know what I mean? We taking a chance. Whoever watching this, listen. When people and entrepreneurs, they ain't get rich from just sitting around. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You gotta take that chance. A lot of Bahamians ain't willing to take that chance, bro. Like, that's the first thing, bro. You have to be willing to take the chance. Like, you gotta be willing to fail instead of being willing to not try, bro. Like, I'd rather fail than to not try, bro. I don't even care if 5 people watch it. Like, that's good enough for me. Like, my dream, like my goals, right, is to make money doing podcasting with people
creating content,
creating content that I love to do, chopping it up. The title of this video, right? Chopping it up with my boy.
Exactly.
Like, you see podcasts all over the place. Where it's sports, that's something we passionate about, and we have a sports podcast. It's just something different. But like, why we can't do it? Why we can't? You know what I mean? Try to create an opportunity for ourselves to live a better life instead of just falling into trying to work at a hotel, bro. That's what it is in the Bahamas. It's a hotel. You try to work for a tourist. That's basically it. Our minimum wage is $75?
I think it went up. I ain't even too sure, but like,
no matter, bro.
It still don't even matter because the
less
cost
than
of living
$7.
rising. Exactly.
Like, it's so expensive to live where we from, and they paying you this amount of money. So it's like, yeah, of course, a lot more people make more than that. So, but it's like, are you willing to accept that? I'm not willing to accept that, bro. The reason why in Canada in the first place is because I wasn't willing to accept that, bro. I was making $10 before I leave an hour. I wanted to try to do something better with my life, bro, so I could take care of my family, my mother, you know what I mean? And any potential family that I might have in the coming years, like my wife and my children, like, you know what I mean? I want them to go on vacations. Like, if my parents could have taken me on vacations more, they would have, but they couldn't. Because they couldn't afford it.
That's the reality here.
It's what it is. I don't have no ill will towards them for it. Because I just realized growing up, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? So this right here that we doing, this is a little business. We have a next podcast. That is a business. What you got to do, you got to grow your business. Businesses don't grow overnight. Just gotta try, bro. A lot of Bahamians, I really wish that we just try more and stop just accepting this 9 to 5 thing, bro. Everybody got ideas, bro. So
I mean,
elaborate more on this 9 to 5 conundrum.
I mean, I feel like personally, and I feel like a lot of, I wouldn't even say a lot, like, but we have a lot of little small behemoth businesses. When I say small behemoth business, you describe as probably less than 50 employees, right? What they don't do is they don't encourage their employees to wanna. They don't give their employees any incentive to want to work for them. You have to understand, like, the private sector employs 80% of the, at least approximately 80% of the workforce in our country. All workforce I describe as people who are able to work between the ages of 18 and 60 or 65, whatever it is. But like, employees ain't doing nothing to encourage their workers to want to come to work for them. Like, for instance, and this is where something as a person who work for someone, I'm not saying it's me, but I guess use an example. Like, as someone, if you work for someone and that person doesn't hold any type of value in you as their employee, they see that you come to work, you're a model employee, you do your work well, and then let's say you need a pay raise or you need a little increase or a little increment on your salary, like, they ain't doing that, you know what I mean? Because quite frankly, they only care about their work getting done and them getting paid, you know what I mean? So you as an employee got to fall on you to say, hey, that have to be motivation for you to say, I can't do this for the next 2 years or next 3 years. Like, that have to be motivation for you. I look at that as motivation for you. But I feel like people, when I say people, a lot of persons who hire in the private sector, especially, because I don't think the government sector is as bad. And we still on the topic of 9 to 5s, regardless. But I think, especially in the private sector, employers got to give their employees incentive to want to work, and in turn that can have a good reflection on their business and potentially their profit.
Right, because if you think about it, right? We saying, people got out of this mindset, got out of that mindset. Everybody ain't gonna be an entrepreneur, bro.
I agree.
Everybody ain't gonna try to step out of the 9 to 5 system. Some people really just comfortable in it. Okay, cool, right? But if we claim to love our country, right, and love the people in the country, the home of the sunshine, the sea, and what is the actual one? The people, right? Great people, farmers. You gotta take care of the people at least. You know what I mean? Pay them a little more, like make it, like, in my opinion, the good jobs I had, the bosses took care of the employees, bro. I agree. They make you want to work for them. So it's like you gotta at least try to take care of your employees, right? But that's not the case, though.
They don't care about that because they don't care about human capital. They care about their profits, which, and I can't blame them, because capitalism is survival to the fittest.
That's what it is. That's business. You know what I mean? You can't really have that much like empathy, right? But still, though, it's like, man, it's like, at least give them a bone, though. Like, toss them a bone every now and then. Keep the people happy.
But this how I look at it, right? And like, this may sound so harsh, but like, it's a dog eat dog world. Like, if some people don't work the 9 to 5, who can work it? You know what I mean?
That's like, everybody can.
But that gotta be your choice whether you want to do it or not. You know what I mean?
But
ain't gonna be me.
Ain't gonna be me. I just know for me, I don't think I'm willing to do it. I want to do something better, bro. I want to be free. Like, all of this is freedom, bro.
And I have a lot of people around me who complain. I can't swear for people, but people who I would say go on a limb for. Like, I know these people are good workers, right? And they constantly complain about their job and work and how they being mistreated at work and they ain't getting enough benefits. And I look at it, I boil it up to this, like, employers sometimes push the limits of how far they could go with their employees because they know they need the job.
You need them.
They push the limits so much they work you into the ground because they know you need this job. And I think that we as employees should say, boy, fuck them niggas, boy, like, and excuse my language, you know what I mean? But like, we gotta be able to say, boy, I out this bitch, dog. I can't do this no more, boy. And like, when you speak, people don't like when you speak up for yourself, dog. Nope. People don't like that, bro. And like, you gotta speak up for yourself.
But too bad though, like me. I don't really care, bro. I don't care how you feel, bro. If I like, I gonna defend myself. I gonna defend the people I love, regardless. I
Right.
don't personally. I don't care, bro. Like you ain't gonna bully me into doing something I don't feel makes sense, bro. Of course,
Right.
it comes sometime like where like you say, dog. These bosses know that you need them, bro. If you go, some people go a week without work, their whole life altered, bro. Like they can't pay the rent, they can't pay the light bill, car, none of that. People living paycheck to paycheck, bro. Struggling. They ain't got nothing in their savings. They want to save, but they don't have nothing. They can't save.
They can't save.
Because, like, yeah, you're talking about the 9 to 5, but within the 9 to 5 ecosystem is a section of bills, the cable bill, the internet bill, the car bill. All that is a 9 to 5 ecosystem. Them people gotta make their money too. You know what I mean? So they come in, they collecting your money. They just taking. We have a lot of taking, and not, one could be comfortable, bro. You can't enjoy it. Like people can't go and see the America 250 miles away from the Bahamas talk. A lot of Bahamians never even been there, bro. Can't see the world. Why? Because we trapped, bro. You gotta work 10, 12 hours a day just to stay afloat, bro. It's like for me, I don't care how and when I get there. I mean, I kind of do care when I get there, but I don't care how I get there, bro. But I gotta get to that point, bro. I wanna know how it feel to not have to worry about a light bill or internet bill. Like I just pay all that stuff right now. And then like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I hate doing it, dog, but you have to. And I want to feel that freedom, bro. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what it is. It's really freedom. But I mean, I look at it like this though. Like you ask, and like I ain't gonna lie, like I side with my people, but then again, sometimes I concern the level of thinking some Bahamians of, because I look at it like this. You ask the average Bahamian, like, okay, let's say I give an example. Let's say you make $2,000 a month. That's roughly $500 a week, right? Let's say you come to the average Bahamian and say, what if your salary was to double right now? That means you're making $4,000 a month. What they'll do with their extra, their increase on their salary, and most of them will give you the most nonsensical answers you could find. Like they'll be like, I'll probably buy more clothes, buy a hyper car. You know what I mean? Like, come on, but like, try to see if like that extra $2,000 is more leeway for you, one, to feel more comfortable, because I believe you have to be at a certain level of comfortability. But I feel like uncomfortability is what drives you to insanity, and I feel like insanity is what drives you to want to be successful. Because ain't no successful person seeing.
Damn fully
You have
there.
to have a level of insanity.
Kanye West.
I
I don't even got it all up here, but wildly successful, bro, because
Exactly.
he's think about things and he's at least act on it. So, like you just said, right, with the 4,000, let's say someone making $2,000. You say you're making $2,000 a month, and someone offer you an opportunity to make it extra two. What would you do? What
would I do?
What would you change going from 2 to 4,000?
Well, to be honest, number one, I'm not a big spender. Never been a big spender. I mean, I don't think I consider myself the average Bahamian, because I feel like I have the average Bahamian over 500 to a grand in their bank account. You know what I mean? And that's sad, because we have a lot of Bahamians around here. Like, and this is what I don't like about. I wouldn't even say it's only Bahamians. It's the world. It's the whole Western culture. Let me say Western culture.
Let's make that clear. Yeah, let's make that clear. Like,
it's Western culture.
Yeah.
I can't just attach a stigma to
us.
our people, right? So it's all Western culture. They like, oh, you broke. Like when someone calls someone else broke, guys have to laugh at that, because
you broke too.
Like, boy, like literally only 2% of the world owns 99% of the wealth. So like you calling someone else broke because you probably have a better car than them, or you probably, have more clothes and look nicer than them when they go. I find that funny, because most of us are either middle to lower class citizens. So in some ways, you calling them broke. In some ways, you broke too. Like,
broke too. This is what it is.
Yeah, so like, I don't like when people call other people broke. You know what I mean? Like, that just make me laugh. So, but I mean, it starts with us. And I feel like to really answer your question about what I would do, to be honest, number one, I already alluded to the fact that I'm really a big spender. Like I try to save at least three-tenths of my earnings, my monthly, weekly, or whatever have you. I try to save it, and I try to make that goal multiply for me. When I say make that goal multiply for me, I try find other sources where I could put the money into that could earn me a respectable income in return. You know what I mean? And like property is another thing. Like if I had extra money and I had extra money at coming in, like if my salary is to double increase, I could save towards, trying to get another piece of land or something like that. You know what I mean? Land doesn't depreciate in value. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, everyone should know what they want for themselves. You know, I can't want what for all Bahamians what I want for myself. You know what I mean? Everyone gotta know what they want for themselves.
That's how our people. You know what I mean? So I want everybody to do better, bro. I want everybody to win. Everybody ain't gonna win. That's just how life is. Life ain't fair. But I do want as much people to win it, like as possible, bro. Like
as possible.
You know what
I mean, as much people in my circle. Because to be real with you, like humans are nasty creations, bro. Like the stuff people will do. Like I can't say I hate people. I can't hate no one, to be honest with you. But I'd be lying if I say like you winning. Like sometimes that don't even matter to me. Like you winning, that's cool. You know what I mean? But I want my people to win. I get where you coming from with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like for me, if I was doing an extra $2,000 a month, I'd be trying to invest that into something that could just make me money. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Passive income. Maybe, like I said, I like podcasting, right? So I might buy a camera,
some more equipment,
buy some a mic. You know what I mean? Invest in yourself, invest in your dream. A lot of girls are chill. They like makeup, right?
Yeah, real talk.
Go goddamn, go on AliExpress, go buy some makeup and go sell that stuff. Go on YouTube, learn how to do the makeup and go do some people makeup. You know what I mean? Go do some nails. I know we have a lot of that going on, right? But we have a lot of people. This is all I just want, right? I just want us to act on the things that we have in our mind. It's a stigma in the Bahamas. Like we can't do what they doing in America because we in the Bahamas, you know. We can't have a podcast because we Bahamians. They can't understand what we saying. We lower class. Nobody gonna listen. We don't know because we don't try.
Because we don't try is correct.
Listen, Adam G. Dude, he's younger than us, bro. But he's so inspirational because I watch him going from hair tutorials on YouTube.
Right.
Straight to, you know what I mean? 700,000 subscribers. This dude get mentioned on Breakfast Club, Wendy Williams show, all that. Creative as heck, bro.
I think this content
podcast. It's like,
I think that's because this content don't only appeal to Bahamians. This content appeals to everyone.
I know that's not the point. But the point is, he tried. He said multiple times, yo, I don't want a 9-to-5. I don't want to be this person. I want to be this person. And we watch him become that person, bro.
That's real talk, bro.
Why the hell can't
you don't have to work another 9 to 5?
Why I can't do it? He don't have to work that no more, bro. He's selling merch. I watched a video with this dude. He turned 1 cent into 50,000, bro.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I watched the whole video like 10 times and then 2 hours long. It's like, come on, bro. Like a lot of us could be so much more further than we currently are. But a lot of us don't, a lot of us scared to try. And I can't say that I ain't scared to try myself. I am a little bit nervous or scared to try, but that ain't gonna stop me from trying though. I know that.
Right.
I know that. I don't care what no one say about me, bro. I don't care what no one say, oh, this might not work. It don't matter, bro. All I know is I have dreams. I have aspirations. I have things I want to do with my life. I love doing this, bro. I love chopping it up with my homies. Oh, look, there's a pathway for that. It's called podcasting. Create content. You can make money from doing that. So why not try it? This is a business right here, bro. You know what I want to do with this? You know what I'm gonna do with this? If I ever get to the point of making money with this, guess what I could do with that? I could bring all my peoples on, random Bahamians, I could pay them. I could pay y'all to talk to me on Zoom via a podcast or just a discussion. Guess what? I help my people. But how
That's
we
real
don't know,
talk.
we don't try, dog. So
And
like,
I think that's another key important thing that you just bring up. It's like you gotta expose others to opportunities, but and I
why
feel
not?
like because because when like I I know a lot of people who in advantageous positions, they ain't really, you know, they ain't really trying to put you on because more often than not, people don't want to see you doing good. But and I used to think it wasn't true, but as I get older, like I see that like every day that come to be more true and true and true. Like some people just don't want to see you doing good. You know what I mean?
Bro, like I think about like we as a Christian nation, right? On this Good Friday, if we know anything about Jesus, right? All he cared
Right.
about is helping people, bro.
Right.
Son of mine, all he cared about is helping people. So it's like why you gotta be fruitful and multiply, bro. It's like a constant networking. It's like the more you help people, the more people can look out for you. And it's not doing it just to receive. It's just do it. Live. You can't be Jesus, but live like how Jesus was, though. Like be fruitful
Right.
and multiply. But it all starts with trying and going back to the 9 to 5 thing. It's like it's like how though? How do we get out of this 9 to 5 mindset? Because it is a mindset for years and years and years. All we know is to go work and go try to feed the family, go work for the boss. You know what I mean? Stress yourself out trying to feed the family. But how do we get out the 9 to 5 mindset? How do more Bahamians get encouraged to, start their own businesses, make their own content? How? How do you think, Ali? How do you think? What is the first step into getting out of one mindset, like a slavery type of mindset, to a freedom mindset? It's a tough question.
How? I don't know.
Just how you
If I
think.
being so honest with you, I don't know how, but if I can't say this though. I think we as, and I can't even say Bahamian people, I say we as Black people, we've been so susceptible to struggling, like until it become glorified. Like for instance, like most a lot of people, like when we try to invoke, like when we try to give people a deep dive into who we are, we bring up our struggle, which is our struggle is a part of. We be like, oh, you ain't been through half the stuff I've been through. You know, I had to do this and do this when I was like to tote water, and I had to, like eat this, eat noodles, for dinner. So like a lot of us been through that. You know what I mean? But we shouldn't always glorify that. You know what I mean? We should look at it from a perspective of like Black people are, despite what other races, but I think Black people are geniuses. We are so talented and so smart, but Black, we don't come together. Like, we don't come together and say, do this and do that and do this and do that. Like we just don't do it. And I can't like another rate like, and this I try not to have this victim mentality, but I gotta call a spade, and I gotta call it out. It is like, especially in our country in the Bahamas, when you find like, look at all the big companies, right? Look at the Kellys, the Pritchards, the Simonets, and all these things. Like they kind of monopolize their area or their field of business and dominate it to such a level, like what sometimes we as Black people don't have no other choice but to fall in line. You know what I mean? And I say that, like, we can't have a victim mentality. I say that to have a victim mentality, but it is what it is, and you gotta call it how you see it. And I feel like I'd say upward, a little above the 90% of our population is Black, right? Black people, and like the majority of people who's doing good in this country are not Black people. They're white people. Either white people or foreigners. That's how I calling how I see it. You know what I mean?
So these big companies, they ain't our color.
Like I ain't come here to envy on no one or hate no one, but I just being real, bro. Like you go in certain areas, you go in certain places, like using nobody as a black man, using nobody, and you gotta take it like Jordan said, you gotta take it personal, bro. Like, and at this point in my life, I take everything personal. But someone say something to me, I take that personal. Either it be, I try to not like create negativity in my area or in my space, but I let it motivate me. When I say take it personal, I mean like let it motivate me. I take everything personal. Someone say something to me, oh, you can't do this, you can't. All right, I can show you why you do it. You know what I mean? You gotta take it personal.
Hell yeah.
You know
That's
what
my
I mean?
mindset, you know what I mean, bro? It's like I don't believe getting out of this stuff is impossible. And again, like I say,
No,
everybody ain't gonna be there. That's just what it is. Everybody ain't gonna be there. But I would like to see a lot more people not be there though, because I know so much people with good ideas. Even myself, bro.
yeah.
We just had a sports group, and then I noticed that we
He's
keep
like, wait,
having conversations. Y'all so
exactly.
smart, bro. Like y'all be like the people who I be talking to every day, like you say, black people so damn smart, bro. Like y'all so smart. I was like, dog, what if we turn this into? What if we just record talking about this? Because we have really in-depth conversations, bro, about life, sports, women, finances,
Any
all of this,
topic,
9 to
you know what I mean?
5. And then I realized, bro, like I talking a bunch of really intelligent young men, bro. It's just like, so I know we have the potential, bro. We ain't stupid, bro. Don't ever.
No.
I don't want no one who ain't from our country or no other race to ever believe black people just dumb, bro. We ain't dumb. In my opinion, gotta be the smartest race. But it's like we just have a mindset to where like the white person is the head and I gotta try to follow him, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's
Really?
the whole 9 to 5 thing. It's like a slavery, bro. It's like we indoctrinate the way of thinking, like the 9 to 5 thinking into our brain. Like it's a generation just passed down. Hey, you gotta go work. You gotta go work. You gotta go do this. You gotta go impress the boss. F impressing the boss, bro.
Wait, just
I don't
do what
even
you
look
gotta
my
do,
boss in
bro.
the eye. Not out of disrespect, bro. But it's out of like low key, it's all the envy, bro. Like, I don't like that you hiding me, bro. I don't like that you telling me what to do. I don't like that you giving me a task, bro. Because I
That's
don't
like,
like being here, bro.
and I used to use a simple concept to try and reflect what you just say, right? Like if your job, okay, let's say your job is to pick 24 apples, bro. Let's say you pick 35 apples, right? Are you gonna get paid more for picking 35 apples?
No, you just making more money.
You just making them more money. Like your job is to pick 24. Let's say your standard is to pick 24 apples, but you pick 35 in hopes that the boss can see this. He might like it. People be like, yeah, thank you. Get a little pat on the back, bro. You just making them more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to discourage people from not going above and beyond at work. Sometimes, like for me, if I pick 24 apples and I say, you know what, I could do more. I'll do it, but I ain't going out on a limb to try and impress no one. You know what I mean?
Not someone who will mind like keeping me where I is.
I think, and then
Yes.
another thing I'd like to address was like how you said, like sometimes like we as black people, we as geniuses. And I don't think I feel like everyone have a certain level of genius in them. They just gotta wake it up. But I feel like even we look at white people as monsters and like the ones who oppress us, which it's partly true. Like you could never ask your oppressors to stop oppressing you, bro. Never. But I think
Hi.
what has become a dominant theme, and from what I've seen, like the most dangerous person to our culture, when I say our culture, black people, to the black race, the most dangerous thing is a black man drunk with power, bro. That's the most dangerous thing to black people, but it's a black man drunk with power. Because it feels bad that that white people oppressing you. You'd be like, I noticed MF didn't like me from the get-go because we have a common ground that his skin white, my skin black. But you know how demoralizing it is for someone of your same skin color to do what that white person doing to you, boy. Like just think about it.
Right.
Like that's part of what keeping a lot of people down in the 9 to 5 system. But like I say, wait, you can't have that victim mindset. But you gotta take it on the chin and say, like I say, my constant thing is motivation. Use it as motivation. You know what I mean?
Like you see saying, bro, like take it personal. Like always log this stuff into your mind, bro. When your boss feel like he gotta yell at you, log that into your mind. When you gotta go sweep something, you know what I mean? Like you hate doing this. When you have to do something that you hate doing, log that in your mind, bro. And always imagine being in a place where you don't have to be doing that, bro. Always brainstorm on whatever idea it is you have in your head that could grant freedom. You know what I mean? Take these things personally. Like I say, I don't even, not even disrespect. I don't like to look my boss in the eye, bro, because it's how they talk to you. It's like, no, I need to get this done. I need this done this time. Go on it. Like that's how they talk. Like, yo, like who you talking to, bro? Like I don't,
because they want mindless. They want mindless subjects. They like you ain't gonna like they said. You ain't gonna never get your oppressors to stop oppressing you. At the end of the day, you gotta understand he have a job too. He work for someone too. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But to answer your question, your overall question, wait, like the average but like I can't even say like what we should do because the average behemoth like refuse to go and educate themselves. And I feel like educating yourself, you could never go wrong with educating yourself. I feel like, yeah, we have college, we have certain fields and certain areas of study, but you gotta go and educate yourself. But you gotta see what the world for what it is.
You gotta kind of,
you know what I mean?
You gotta kind of turn back into a young kid, bro. Like, kid, all they like to do is ask questions.
You gotta be a sponge.
Knowledge, just a sponge. That's what we got. You gotta turn back into it, bro. Watch entrepreneurial videos. Watch people's stories. Watch how people
read 1 or 2 books.
Read
like,
1 or 2 books, yo.
I just read when I can. I just read when I can. Right now I'm on my 3rd book for the year, so
that's good, bro.
You know what I mean?
I own 48 laws, and I just ordered the next book. Something with Rich. I don't know. Let me. There you go. I would double to come. So it's like we gotta educate ourselves. But on the flip side, I noticed a lot more being starting to develop the mindset though. So something probably is turning around, bro. Maybe a lot of us are getting tired of it.
But they developing their mindset under what premise? You know what I mean? Like,
no, listen. Like I know, right?
I mean, how I look at it, I feel like we shouldn't do it for the wrong reasons though. Like a lot of people doing it because they want flex and look good, look nice. Which I applaud that. It's all for that. But we gotta look at the deeper reason of why we trying to do this. We trying to break generational cases. We trying to create generational wealth. We trying to create assets within the community. We ain't trying to look good in a nice car and some jewelry. You know what I mean? That's what I trying to say. You know what I mean? We gotta do it for the right reasons.
I got jewelry. I mean, hey.
hey, wait, no, I know. I ain't
joking.
Let me tell you why I ain't knocking it, because I'm not saying that you shouldn't look nice. You should look nice, bro, from head to toe, bro. If that's what you want to do, if you want to wear the nicest shades, the best looking ring, the best looking chain, you should do that. But I'm saying that shouldn't be the sole reason of why you doing it.
Sure.
The sole reason of why you doing it is so you could do it all the time, but
all the time.
So you could have those assets. You see what I'm saying? You could have those assets, and those properties, and those businesses running all the time, so you could look nice all the time. You see what I'm saying?
You know these guys, they like take trips. Y'all like take trips. Right? You gotta work to get to a point to where you can just take trips. You know what I mean?
Real.
But let me preface this though. Like, with all that being said, don't not treat yourself time to time though.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
A zombie, you know what I mean? That's not smart, bro. Like every now and then when you're doing all right, treat yourself. You human, bro. You can't just be locked to
work,
one
go hard.
Hell no, bro.
Yeah, I know you
take a trip if you gotta spend a couple of dollars. Take a trip, like nice things, buy yourself something nice. You was doing good over a sustained amount of time. You like a certain car and you could go get it, go get it. I don't think myself or Ali saying, oh, don't do nothing nice for yourself. But that shouldn't be the primary reason that you want to do better.
Right.
The primary reason you should want to do better is to break generational curses and to create for the next generation that comes behind you. That's it, and to create freedom for yourself, to enjoy life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what it is, bro. And you hit the nail on the head 100% because like I sure we all know people or a group of persons like let's say I don't get into the if they was doing it legally or not, but a lot of people was in that drug game back in the day. And, you know, a lot of people got their bunks, I'd say. We used to call it bunks. Like they get that little 200, 300, 400, 500K live cash. This in the 90s, 80s,
Washing up on the beach.
2000s, whatever. And like some of them right now to this day can't show you what they do with that money. And some of them right now, they don't have a car. Some of them walking, some of them catching bus. And I just go to show you like, and some of them back in the day was buying the latest car would come out, the latest jewelry, the latest, you know what I mean? So like that's what I point out. Like I looking at like when you get that money and when we making that money, let's try to let that money try make more money. You know what I mean? I figure it completely out yet, but we can get there.
You get there, you know what I mean? So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope somebody learned something from this video. I hope it kind of motivate somebody to start something that they wanted to start. I started something that I wanted to start. We started something that
we want to start for sure.
I mean, that radio podcast. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Check that out. More videos to come with that. Got a lot of smart sports minds in the Bahamas. Trust me, y'all gonna see it. Can't wait, bro. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. More to come. Gonna have more guests. This ain't the last time y'all gonna see Ali because I like talking to this guy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But thanks for watching again. Like, subscribe. Any last thing you want to say, Ali, before we?
No, I mean, the only thing I'd say is like you just gotta stay encouraged and take it personal. That's it.
Take it personal, like MJ. But anyways,
take it personal.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate it.
Peace out.